I have an update for a company called Hazoor Multi Projects Ltd. About 5 years ago, the company was available at a stock price of 13 paisa. Today, the company is trading at 44 rupees and 65 paisa, and even then, it is about up upside of about 34,000% in the last 5 years. So we'll go through some information, some important information. Last 5 days, it is up by 6.77%. Overall, about 4% positive return in the last 1 month. Negative of 15% in the last 6 months, and overall 12.5% positive uh, value addition in the last 1 year. Overall 34,246% in the last 5 years. So it was available at 13 paisa. Today it's available at 44 rupees and 65 paisa. So this is a fundraising committee held on Tuesday 15th April, approved an allotment of 131,000 equity shares as per Dalal Street, with a face value of rupees 1 each at a price of 30 rupees each, including a premium of 29. This allotment is a consequence of the conversion of 13,100 warrants originally issued at 300 rupees each to Divya Bhandari of the member of the non-promoters public category on a preferential basis. This conversion follows the subdivision of the company's equity share, and upon the receipt of the balance of uh, 29 lakhs 47,500, representing 75% of the issue price warrant under the SEBI guidelines. So company, okay, uh, ICDR regulations. Additionally, Squareport Shipyard, a subsidiary of Hazoor Multi Projects Ltd, located in Dabhol, Ratnagiri, formerly owned by Bharti Defence Infrastructure Limited, has entered into a significant memorandum of understanding with Devon Technical Corporation BV, to be company of renowned Devon Shipyards Group collaboration to develop Squareport Shipyard. So this is the logo of the company, and these are some of the projects that the company has done over the last few years. Stock may face volatility due to ownership structure. We'll go into more detail. The stock is at a premium valuation at this point. The company knows very well the utilization of its assets. The company possesses stable growth history and manageable debt. So 996 crore market cap, price to book value of 2.36, face value 1, book value 19 rupees, cash 64 crores, debt 7 crores, promoter holding 19.82%. Earnings per share last 12 months 82 paisa, return on equity 35.51%, return on capital employed 44%, profit growth 20.3%, sales growth minus 37% in the last 1 year. So these are some peer comparisons in terms of price and market cap. So market cap ranging from 800 to 1350 crores, price ranging from 24 rupees going up to 207, lowest being Trustwanath Developers. So the price to book value you can look at here is 0.86 paise, then Grand OK Canyons 1.56, Texmarco Infra 0.74, Garuda Construction and Engineering 2.56, then BML Land Assets 563. So that is just like crazy, 563 times the price. So you can see price to earnings, handful of two, three, four companies that can be looked into One is Peninsula Land, one is Hazoor Multi Projects that you're already looking at, then RDB Infra and Power 226, which is way too high, so I think you can ignore that. Garuda Construction and Engineering and GC Ventures are the two total of three companies that you can actually look at. Then the return on equity, Garuda Construction 36%, GEC Ventures 7%. So you can roll out GEC Ventures here itself. Then Peninsula Land 90% return on equity is an excellent option to consider and look at. That is something that we will cover in some detail with another video tomorrow. Then you can look at promoter holding 19.82%, public holding is 60%. So when the public holding is such large, there is going to be a lot of volatility in the stock price of the share. So that is the reason why one of the comments there was that due to the ownership structure, there would be a lot of volatility. Again, direct institutional investors haven't really had any sort of shareholding here, just 0.92%, which is very small, negligible. FII is 20%, again another big contributor that could actually lead to price fluctuation if the FIIs tend to sell their stake in the market. So that is going to create further price correction if they do intend to do so. So a closely monitored watch is required on this company, the kind of projects that they do, kind of revenue that is generating, and what sort of business scope that they have as far as growth is concerned. So this particular sector, EPC, infra project sector, is highly competitive, lot of competition, plus the sector is not growing at a very rapid pace. The capex by the Indian government also is limited, and there are already a lot of companies that are contending for that pie of the business from the government spending. So again, this is a very small company compared to the other competitors in the market. So depending on what other projects that the company can deal with would drive the growth and the future positive sentiment of this company. So the company has shown good profit growth, 400% in the last 3 years. The company has shown good revenue growth, 173% for the last 3 years. So again, those sort of projects which have a small value addition or are not projects where a lot of investment is required and which have a high profit margin are the ones that the company should be considering. Company has decreased its debt by 15 crores. Then company has contingent liabilities of 96 crores. Company is trading at a high beta of 38. Then company has maintained a healthy ROC of 46%. Company is almost debt free. Company has a healthy interest coverage ratio 256. So company is doing well in terms of maintaining a good return on capital and equity, and possibly doesn't have any debt, and also is able to cover interest on a very high level scale, so which is a good sign. Then company is in the business of infrastructure development as an EPC contracting company. It works as a subcontractor in executing various national highway road projects awarded by the government, such as the State Road Development Corporation Limited, National Highways Authority of India. Its core competency is in the field of construction of roads. Company also plans to expand into other verticals of infrastructure. So as long as there is government spending, keep expanding, and the company is acting as a subcontractor to the main contractors or the larger companies, so the company would be getting constant business. So now it depends on the kind of business that it has generated in the last 2 3 years. If it is able to generate maybe 1 or 2 times that amount of business in the next 2 years, then you could see that this company stock further skyrockets, maybe doubles from the current price value of 44 rupees. So something to keep a check on, and don't forget to consult an advisor or a stock broker, so they can give you the expertise on how well this stock can do in the long run and whether it is worth investing at this current point in time, at the current price in time. So project of Government of Maharashtra to make a 6-lane expressway connecting Mumbai to the Vidarbha region. HMPL was awarded the project as a EPC contraction from Kopargan Ahmednagar section for 2930 kilometers. Then rehabilitation and upgradation of the National Highway Vakan-Pali Khopoli section. Length is 41 kilometers. So recent contracts companies, ongoing contracts are for road construction involving engineering, designing, then increase in share capital from 70 to 80 crores. Company acquired 47% share of Karamveer Intelligent Infra Private Limited for 93,500. So it possibly is a very small company. Company generated 93% of its revenue from Mumbai Nagpur Expressway in FY23. So again, need consistent business to be able to grow further. Mr. Bhavesh Ramesh Pandya resigned as an internal auditor and was replaced. So here you can see high price of 63, dividend yield 0.67%, book value 18.5, stock P of 12, face value of 1. Company has a low holding, promoter holding of 19.8%, promoter holding decreased by 1.12%. We have peer construction companies, though the company is very small compared to the large players in the market, and the median of 179 rupees is based on 65 companies with an average PE of 22. So again, there is good scope for the company to do well, provided it is able to subcontract some of its business from the larger contractors. So here again, you can look at the sales, 70 crores, then 153 crores, then 164 crores. So the business is growing, though the profit in the last quarter has reduced. So that could be the only negative sentiment that the company may have to go through in the last 1 or 2 years. So something that would again depend on how well the company performs in the Q4 FY25 and the first quarter FY26. So overall, there's no comparison to the previous years, only last year 2024 comparison available to the current year, the last 12 months. Then sales growth, there's no comparison. I mean, it seems like no business was reported for a long period of time. The company may not uh, have any sort of details available at the moment regarding this company. So there is no much of comparison. Stock price, yes, last 10 years 66%, last 5 years 222%, and last 3 years 177%. So possibly the company was at maybe available at a price of 10 to 15 rupees about 5 6 years ago, and because of the COVID crisis, the company's share price fell to as low as 13 paise, and today it has skyrocketed to about 44 rupees and 65 paise. So equity capital, you can see reserves have grown in the last maybe 18 months or so, or maybe you can say The reserves have grown over a period of time. However, you can see substantial increase in the last 6 months to a year. And you can see that it is, I mean, there's no comparison again because the figures available are way back dating to 2015, so we can't really look at this feature as well. So that is it, friends, for today. You can consult a financial stockbroker. They may be able to give you the best advice on whether this company is worthwhile investing in, and if the time horizon of the investment, is it a short term or a long term visibility. So that is something that they would be able to guide you with. So please share this with your friends, family and associates who may be interested with this information, and thanks for your support. Share your feedback as to how I can improve the overall content and presentation of the video, and also if there is anything else you would like me to add on to the video which would help you with a more detailed outlook on a particular company or a particular set of companies. So thank you once again. Wish you a happy weekend, and we'll connect with another video with some more details into the peer companies of Hazoor Multi Projects Limited. Thank you.